What's up, everybody? I'm Chase Lee, reporting for DallasMovieScreenings.com, and welcome back to my continuing coverage of the 2018 Dallas International Film Festival. Now, I'm reviewing a bunch of movies for you guys. I'm throwing the reviews at you left and right, up, down, and center, and you pick whatever one you want to know my take on. But if you chose this one, then this is the 11th film I have seen at the festival, and it's called On Her Shoulders. Now, this is a documentary directed by Alexandra Bombach. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And this tells the story of Nadia Murad, who is 23 years old, and she survived genocide and sexual slavery committed by ISIS, and she's going around telling her story and getting in front of the UN to get some action to take place so they can finally arrest these people and commit them for the horrible, heinous acts that they have done. Now, I haven't seen anything based on this story in terms of trailers or poster or even heard about this documentary. I just went ahead and took a risk on it, and I'm glad I did. I think it's a solid, very emotional kind of ride that Nadia kind of takes you on, and so I enjoyed it for the most part, even though some parts are really hard to get through, especially when she describes what happened to her. What I really liked about it the most was the kind of tenacity that Nadia had and the kind of perseverance that she had, really kind of pushing through this horrible situation that she has to tell people in the media and reporters over and over again. It crushes her. This is a woman who has been scarred. She is scarred for life. And she is surrounded by people that love her, and they push her to be this voice and this activist and really take on a different role so she can be the voice for the Yazidi, is the religion that she followed in the community that she was with, and that's the religion and people that got genocide. And so they don't have anyone to speak up for them. So when stuff like this happens, no one really ever knows about it because people are either kept in slavery or, kept in concentration camps, or they end up dead. So she was able to escape, and now her story is being heard. And so we get to see her kind of progress throughout the documentary, really, getting sick and tired of being in front of the media and telling her story, to finally realizing that she has an opportunity, while it still pains her to talk about it, an opportunity to be the voice of her community and really showcase this in front of the world, in front of the UN, that this is a problem done by ISIS. And she really kind of comes into her own towards the end of it, and you just feel inspired because this is such a brave and strong woman. Another thing I really enjoyed was the amount of footage that was captured. The director, Alexandria, really kind of followed her around everywhere and really got her in a bunch of different locations. So we got to see her kind of travel the world, and not just, like a couple clips here and there, like news footage. We got to actually see her on the ground, and it felt palpable and real, and you really kind of felt the emotions hit harder because you can see her do the work and go around and speak up for her people and the people that were caused horribly by ISIS. The one kind of thing I really didn't like, and this is just from a filmmaking standpoint, is the fact that the director, who was also the editor and the director of photography, she used a DSLR camera. And DSLR cameras, I don't really like when people shoot with them in video form. Taking pictures with them is fine, but shooting them in video form does have this like crystal clear, almost fake image because there's no motion blur and the focus is going in and out because it doesn't have any set focus. Because when you move the camera, it kind of flutters a little bit and has to readjust its focus. It's not a good camera to film. So I guess like my one thing I didn't really care for about this, and this doesn't really affect my overall feeling on this movie, but it doesn't really have like a cinematic quality to it. It has more of like a very high quality internet video to it, or like a YouTube video. Definitely way better than this, but it doesn't provide that motion blur. It doesn't provide that kind of cinematic epic feel you would want. So it just really feels like a blown up, glorified internet video because of the camera it was shot on. That's just a nitpick of mine, but it is something that I don't really care for, and it does kind of suck me out a little bit. But this story is powerful. It should be heard, and I'm glad there is someone to step up, even in the wake of her sheer horror that she had to go through. I am so glad someone is standing up for people that can't stand up for themselves or don't have that voice or that type of what am I trying to say? Like, that type of outlet to find a voice and really stand up. So I'm glad that she is the one to kind of do that. And you just, like I said, you just feel kind of inspired at the end of the film. She's gone through a lot, and I'm glad. Hopefully something is done about this, because this is not something new. This is something that has been going on for a very long time, and I'm hoping that this documentary will kind of showcase that, and people will really go into action. I'm going to give this one a solid B. Like I said, I don't really love it, but it is a solid look that has some really great moments showcasing Nadia's vulnerability, heart, and just passion with the cause that she's trying to push forward. So a B for me. I liked it quite a bit, and I would still recommend it because I do like the director's previous one, Frame by Frame, which is also a good one. Plug there. So what did you guys think of On Her Shoulders? Have you even heard of it? Comment place with my face, let me know. And as always, guys, I'm Chase Lee reporting for DallasMoviescreenings.com, and tune in next time for whatever I review next. I will see you guys later.